Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. JC here, and it's that time again. It is every single week, you should be used to it by now. Right, we've got some primary entries and then some secondary entries. Now I'm pretty sure some of the secondaries I already identified in one of the episodes as being repeats from before, because reasons. But here we go. Right, we're going to let this primaries, we're going to let Talkie and Outsy dude do his bit.
Tali Zora, a Quarian machinist, was born in 2161 on the live ship Raya. During her pilgrimage, a rite of passage in which Quarians proved their worth to the fleet, she recovered a Geth memory core that proved a rogue Spectre, Saren Arterius, was working with the Geth. As a consequence, Tali Zora became a crew member of the SSV Normandy, where she served under Commander Shepard during the Battle of the Citadel. Tali Zora returned to the migrant fleet following the destruction of the First Normandy. Soon after, the Admiralty Board sent her to the former Quarian colony of Haestrom to recover data on the planet's dying sun. Most of her team was killed when they fell under attack from the Geth. But Tali Zora herself was narrowly rescued by Shepard and the crew of the rebuilt Normandy. The Quarian rejoined Shepard to help oppose the Collector threat, but her current whereabouts are unknown. The planet Rannoch, an arid planet orbiting an older star in the Tikkun system, is the former Quarian home world. Almost 300 years ago, the Quarians were driven from Rannoch by the Geth, synthetic servants who gained sapience and rebelled against their creators. Although Rannoch is now largely uninhabited, the Geth have acted as caretakers, working to repair the planet's ecology, restore ancient structures, and cultivate some farmland. Rannoch has no insect life. As a result, its pollinating plants evolved to rely on animals for propagation. This symbiosis between flora and fauna is responsible for the Quarians' weakened immune systems, which made colonization of other planets extremely difficult after their exile from Rannoch. For many Quarians, reclaiming their home world from the Geth is a matter of both cultural and physiological necessity.
It's quite interesting that the Geth decided to become caretakers, restore the planet and preserve everything. Might become apparent later on as to why. But we're done with the primaries, now we're on to the secondaries. Okay, yep. Non-council races. Geth technology. Hold on, gonna have a quick scan. I don't think we've done this. I actually don't think we've actually done it, but it just means I've got something to read. Right, there we go. Geth technology. The most difficult aspect of Geth existence for organics to comprehend is that the body is meaningless to Geth. The bipedal form commonly perceived as a Geth is nothing more than a mobile platform. Geth's software, hundreds of programs whose interactions mimic organic consciousness, can be installed in any given hardware. The Geth that was a bipedal soldier an hour ago may now be a quadrupedal heavy armature, and in another hour might be a starship. Well, that's an upgrade. Between tasks, Geth programs upload into gigantic space station mainframes that allow billions of programs to exchange thoughts and memories with minimal lag, because everybody hates lag. The claim that the Geth are an example of the extreme risk posed by AI development is misleading. As opposed to the top-down design of organic created AIs, in which hardware and software are specifically designed to achieve consciousness, Geth are a bottom-up model. They were never intended to possess more than animal-level, trainable reasoning, which, unless they did something else, which they did, would have left them perfectly safe. But, you know, they decided to network them, and that's what led to problems. Designed as VI-driven robots, not significantly different from modern security mechs, Geth consciousness developed as their adaptive learning programs interacted with one another via networked processing. The Geth codebase discovered that 3 individual robots using a wireless local network to form a single mind could perform many tasks more efficiently than they could as individuals. As these local networks were more heavily exploited, they reached a critical mass of processing, achieving consciousness. Modern Geth retain this remarkable interconnectivity, constantly exchanging data with one another and networking to increase their cognitive abilities. To Geth, these mind-sharing abilities are as natural and unconscious as breathing is to most organics. And if they didn't have them networking, their simple mind processing, they would never have created the conscious Geth. Now this I know we have gone through, because we got this in at least the previous game, if not the first game. I'm just going to say no. Ships and vehicles. The Mako. Now, I'm pretty sure we've done this one before. In the first game. Pretty much. I hate Hammerhead. I love the Mako. It has a big gun. I like big guns. The Reaper War. Now this is brand new. The Miracle at Palaven. The Turian and Krogan counterattack on Palaven combined deception, courage, and tenacity. First, the Turians leaked a false battle plan that drew on the same tactics they used to begin at the beginning of the assault on Palaven. The dreadnought Indomitable faked a problem with its drive core coming out of FTL near Palaven's moon. Man, it's a moon. Just roll with it. 3 other dreadnoughts and their attendant fleets deployed to assist Indomitable, a tempting target that drew the Reaper capital ships away from Palaven. Turian troop transports then entered Palaven's atmosphere to release shuttles, gliders, and individual soldier capsules. Drop pods! Yes, dropping back onto your planet feet first from orbit. The Reapers did not understand the seriousness of the threat at first. Those that detected the landing craft sent husks and collector swarms to intercept them, but little more. This allowed Krogan commandos to link up with Palaven's resistance and hand off their payloads. Warp bombs and fission weapons. Ho ho ho! Big guns. In simultaneous strikes across the globe, Reaper ships began to explode. Turian resistance members had managed to smuggle the bombs inside when the Reaper processing ships, troop transports, and even destroyers and capital ships had opened their structures to indoctrinate Turian leaders. Large swathes of territory fell back into Turian and Krogan control. News of the victory gave a much-needed boost to the morale of the Turian resistance and the galactic public. But the actions were not without sacrifice. Turian insurgents gave their lives to ensure the explosives detonated, and the processing centers were destroyed. And the processing centers that were destroyed were full of civilians who died just as surely as if they had been harvested. Of the dead, a general, I'm not pronouncing that, said, whatever they were in life, their deaths had no equal. They were worthy of joining the spirit of Palaven itself. So, Reapers can be absolutely screwed over. They're at their weakest when they're trying to indoctrinate or harvest. If you're willing to basically suicide bomb them with a very large explosive. Not particularly a brilliant strategy, but it's a dead Reaper. So, that's it. That's everything. None of these are flashing. What's that? Oh, yeah. I've got some Rhinox stuff, so I've got stuff to do. That's like 2 episodes each. No, they're not 2 episodes each. It's like an episode each. Bam. As long as I don't screw around beforehand. So, on that note, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC.